Hello, my friends. My name is Hank Smith. I'm an author and speaker and a big fan of missionaries. I'm here because the team at Deseret Book wanted to reach out and do something for those of you whose missions have been changed, delayed, or even ended because of the global pandemic. I can't imagine what it would be like to be in your situation, to be out on a mission I loved with the people I loved, only to have it so abruptly changed, to find out that in a matter of days or even hours for some of you, that you were heading home, that you were going to be on a plane and would be seeing your family in just a matter of a day or two. The spiritual whiplash and the emotional whiplash, the roller coaster that you have been through must be very, very difficult. You are definitely not spiritually weak or shallow or faithless if you have questions, if you have concerns, if you are asking heaven for answers. I promise you are not alone, and I promise you that the Lord understands where you are coming from. I wanted to share a quick thought with you, if you don't mind. It's from the book of Mosiah. It's the story of Alma the Elder. You probably already know this story, but Alma the Elder was a priest of King Noah, a wicked priest of King Noah. And Abinadi comes and teaches Noah and his priests, and Alma, it seems, is the only one who trusts in the words of Abinadi and changes his life. He moves out of the city where he is and goes to the waters of Mormon and has an incredible experience baptizing hundreds. And then he moves to a city called Helam. He actually builds with other followers of Christ a city called Helam. And I would imagine that Alma is feeling pretty good at this point. He is feeling like he has made good decisions and that he loves what's become of those decisions. And he's very grateful for God and for the Savior that he was able to get out of the situation he was in with Noah and end up in Helam. What an incredible blessing. Now imagine all of that abruptly changing when over the hillside comes a group of people. And as Alma is maybe looking at them, wondering who they are, he sees that they're Lamanites. And then he sees among these Lamanites are the old wicked priests of Noah, his old group, his old friends. And that life in Helam is about to change dramatically. And you know that the priests of Noah and the Lamanites put Alma and his people in bondage. Now think what Alma must be thinking. Why, Lord? Why would you allow this to happen? We were doing so well. We were having so much success. Why would you allow this to happen? Now you and I both know that the Lord wants Alma in Zarahemla. He doesn't want him in Helam. But Alma doesn't know that at this point. He can't see the future like you and I can with the scriptures. And so I just picture Alma saying a prayer thinking, Lord, I know you don't hate me, but why? Why is this happening? Why now? Why to these people when everything was going so well? Well, the Lord tells Alma that in his difficulty and affliction, he'll have strength. He said, I will, this is Mosiah 24:14. He said, I will ease the burdens which are put upon your shoulders. Notice that the Lord is acknowledging that they are real burdens. And what you are going through, this is a real burden. It's not something to say, oh, you'll be fine. This is a real burden. He said, I will make it so you cannot feel them upon your backs, even while you are in bondage. And this will I do, that you will stand as witnesses of me hereafter. He then goes on to, the story then goes on to say that Alma and his people, their burdens were made light. The Lord did strengthen them, that they could bear up their burdens with ease. And then I want you to see this sentence. It's Mosiah 24:15. And they did submit cheerfully and with patience to all the will of the Lord. It's fascinating, isn't it? I would have felt fine if it would have just said this. And they did submit with patience to all the will of the Lord. I think that's a wonderful statement. But look at the word that Mormon inserted here. And they did submit cheerfully and with patience to all the will of the Lord. Now, eventually, Alma's going to find out that the Lord had a much bigger plan and that he was going to have a much bigger role to play in building his kingdom. Maybe this is your this is your Helam moment, where you also can't see the future. You can't see what God has in mind. And you do have questions, and you do have real burdens. I wonder if you, similarly to Alma and his people, can ponder what it means to submit cheerfully and with patience to all the will of the Lord. I don't know what that looks like for Alma and his people, you guys. I don't know what it looks like to be a cheerful person in bondage to the wicked priests of Noah, right? Like, good morning, Amulon. How are you? Right? And he cracks the whip against you and you're like, oh, wow. Sure am cheerful. Nothing like a good whipping, right, to wake you up in the morning. I don't know. I don't know what that would look like. And I don't know what it looks like for you, but I know the Lord can tell you. I know the Lord can touch your heart, the Spirit can touch your heart and show you what it will look like for you personally to submit cheerfully and with patience to all the will of the Lord. Now, we can't answer all your questions, but we hope to answer some of the deeper questions you might be having about what's going on. And we also hope and pray that you will stay close to the Spirit, that you'll keep up those habits from your mission, that you'll keep praying, keep studying, and keep seeking the Lord to touch your mind and heart and to show you the vision of what He knows you can become.